Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. And this is the program we like to call Late Night Baltimore. And we would like for you to like the program and to subscribe, to watch the program, if you will. We hope you will. Okay, now ready to go. Some politics and some sports. We'll start with dumb sports. The Ravens lost to the Bills in a game that was horrible for the Ravens. It was horrible because the Ravens should have won the game. They were way ahead. They were blowing the Bills out, and the Bills hit the Raven on the head. And I don't think they can go to the games anymore. The Bills fans, they are like the mafia. All right, here's some guys. Let's watch these guys because they really go negative. Their names are Rob Parker, and they want John Harbaugh fired. Now, they are very, very opinionated. And they have the right to be opinionated. Let's hear what they're saying, because they really go far.
People were looking, going, my goodness gracious, look at them roll on the road. First game of the year, right? 40 points on the road was impressive.
It was.
And then the rains came as far as them melting down.
And then Josh Allen put on his Superman.
It was impressive, and we're way ahead.
And cape and save Krypton. That's right, because the Baltimore Ravens, you mentioned it, led by 15 points.
Well, okay, so Josh Allen put on his Superman cape and saved Krypton. It's a false analogy. Superman never saved Krypton. By the time he had his Superman cape, Krypton was destroyed. So far they're wrong on what they're saying. But let's listen to some more of this.
There are 5 minutes to go in the game. Before last night, NFL teams had won 717 consecutive games in that scenario. In fact, the last time a team lost a game like that was in 2017. It gets worse, though. Baltimore, with about 7 minutes left in the game, according to ESPN Win Probability Index, had a 98.7% chance of winning the game, and they lost. It was the 8th time since 2021 that they've lost the game with at least a 90% win probability. 3 more than the next closest team. I got some more numbers for you. Check this out. The Ravens became the
3 more than the next closest team. Well, Ravens are always leading the pack as far as the probabilities. Maybe ESPN has bad probability. So, okay, go on with this. Bad so far.
The first team in NFL history to lose a game where they had 40-plus points and 235-plus rushing yards. NFL teams are now 277-1 in that situation, according to the Associated Press.
All right, well, the NFL of the Ravens just means the Ravens accomplish another great first. They lead the pack and make history yet again. So, not really understanding the problem here.
Reminds me of that Knicks playoff game, right?
Exactly.
Knicks and the Celtics, right? Same kind of deal, right? Like this is a game you can't believe it.
And then here's the worst one if you're a Harbaugh fan or if you're a Harbaugh family member. Head coach John Harbaugh now has the most losses with a 10-plus point second half lead, 17 by any head coach in at least the last 35 seasons.
All right, and I want you to go right there. All the people we know.
All right. Well, just once again, Harbaugh is the best in something. He leads all the coaches in NFL history in the last 35 years. But he's over 35 years old. So factor that in too. All right, let's hear more. Oh, what's
the easy pointing of the finger, and I've heard it all day. Lamar should have just run for the first down. Okay, blame Lamar, even though he played a really good game. Derrick Henry, I fumbled, blah, blah, blah. That was the game. I'm done with both of those guys as far as that. I'm going to be lazy and just pick one of those two players and say they're the reason why.
No offense, but if you're paying more than $50 per month on home insurance, you're literally throwing money away in the trash. Seriously, did you know the average home?
That was offensive.
If I was ownership of the Baltimore Ravens last night, I would have fired John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh should be fired as coach of the Baltimore Ravens. This happens, Kelvin, way too often with the talent that they have. Rob G just told you 17 times they've given up double-digit leads in the second. 17. I get it. He won a Super Bowl. It doesn't mean you're a pope or a Supreme Court justice and you get to have your job forever because you won a Super Bowl. Starting to remind me of Mike McCarthy with the Packers. They won a Super Bowl. Disappointment after
Oh, shut up. Well, maybe that sort of criticism is fair. But they're not going to be firing John Harbaugh. This is the NFL we're in now. They're not going to be firing John Harbaugh after the first game. Although everybody has reason to be disappointed in the season, and it probably is going to be a very long and torturous season and not getting home field because the Bills will probably get that. But it seems like the whole NFL is a bunch of hacks, and they all play around the edges of whatever the odds makers put the games as. Anyways, the Ravens blew it. Yes. And it probably means that you don't have to check in on what's going on in the NFL for a couple of months to see if it makes any difference for the Ravens, because they'll probably never catch up to the Bills. They have it pretty hard. I think the Bills have it pretty easy on the schedule. All right. That's that. Now let's look at some stuff in the news. We're going to go look at the news. Okay. This is ground news. where they give you a percentage of their sources. They try to, let's see. All right, this shows you what percentage of the political spectrum these stories come from. Here's a story. Low coverage from left sources. Trump calls for the death penalty for suspect in Charlotte light rail stabbing. No coverage from left sources. Israeli ambassador pushes back on ethnic cleansing charge from Democrats. No coverage from right sources. Video clash over gender identity content in Texas A&M children lit class leads to firings. That's free blind spots. Let's just go to the news. The news. Poland shoots down. Let's see. Ground news. Poland shoots down Russian drones that violated its airspace during Ukraine strike. Poland down 19 Russian drones that violated its airspace. During Ukraine strike. Poland down 19 Russian drones that violated its airspace and invoked NATO Article 4 for consultations with allies following a significant security threat. Okay, that happened 1 hour ago. Elon Musk is on the cusp of losing his title as world's richest person to Oracle founder Larry Ellison. Don't care. U.S. Supreme Court pauses judge's order that Trump spend foreign aid. Upheld the administration's freeze on nearly $5 billion in foreign aid. Okay, that's bad. All right. Now I'm going to look at something from the content creator Kyle Kalansky. Shows how MAGA thinks. All right. Watch this now, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. We have another one. Let's just watch this one.
If you're over 60, you qualify for 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra.
We usually don't do games twice on Monday mornings, but we figured it was the game of the year, any year. And it was late at night last night. So in case you missed it, we recap quickly. Buffalo, Baltimore, the epic come from behind win by the Bills. D Wood, your number one takeaway.
Road through the AFC goes through Buffalo. That was a huge win for the Buffalo Bills to beat the Baltimore Ravens. We know about that division, the AFC East, that, their travel schedule this year. I think everything is set up for the Bills.
I know the road to the
yeah.
Super Bowl goes through Buffalo, but these two teams are really strong. And if they play 10 times, they'd probably split those 10 matchups. The issue is if they meet again, it's probably going to be in Buffalo in the postseason.
For that reason. And that's why yesterday was so critical. Even if our analytics still favor the Ravens, remember, Baltimore has a very tough game coming up here against the Lions, who will be bouncing back, desperately needing a win. The Ravens did start 0-2 last year and work their way back to it. You were starting to make, when we talked about this earlier, an interesting point. The Ravens, for those of you who didn't watch the game, had a chance to go for it and ice the game late yesterday on a 4th and a long 2, maybe 3 yards. They wind up punting it instead, and Allen goes down and wins the game. What did that tell you?
Well, it tells me that they still are living in the past. All right. This is a very proud, traditional franchise and always assumes their defense is the baddest on the planet. All right. Right now, this is not. The strength of your football team is on offense. It's not on defense anymore. And if there's a fault, the Ravens are the best team in the NFL for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Yeah.
But in the 4th quarter, they're not. And why? Because they still have that mentality that I'm still coaching that defense. It ain't there.
Right.
Like Ray Lewis is playing. That's a different team. The strength of your team is that offense. And in that situation, again, even though they don't go for it on 4th down, they never do. They might need to reconsider.
And when they're punting to Buffalo, Buffalo gets 4 downs there.
Yeah.
They get 4 downs to get. They couldn't
With
stop them on
Josh
3
Allen.
downs. And then they're getting with 4 downs because they're going to go for it every time when they need the first down.
Going into the season, there was a big question mark, rightfully so, about Buffalo's receivers. Josh Allen quarterbacked this offense to be in a top.
They are correct about that. Ravens should have gone for it on that 4th down there late in the game. I can't disagree with that. What? There's someone else. There's someone else here disagrees. What? Yeah. What? What? There's an animal inside the studio making noise. Making noise in the studio. There is an animal. All right. That's speaking of the Ravens, and we weren't. The Ravens, they sure have a hard schedule. They got to play Detroit next week. Monday night here at home. The season's almost already over. They'd probably be able to beat the Lions at home, but the Lions are desperate as well. It's going to be a difficult game. All right, that's good. Look at this other thing I wanted to see. This is somebody else's. All right. Here we go. This is Kyle Kalinske, secular Democrats. Very good, very hilarious person. And he's going to go talk about Joe Rogan. And also, but it really just goes to the logic of MAGA. So we're gonna share screen and take a look at some good ideas. Yeah. Here we are. Let's see if we can't do this. Okay. So let's watch some of this. Making some outstanding points. Dog. Just get some good points, dog. He does. Seriously. Best points.
Has anybody tried rebooting him? Has anybody tried that? This motherfucker is not doing well, dog. He's getting worse. He is somehow getting worse. So what you're about to see here is Rogan appears to have fallen for the world's most fake AI video I've ever seen in my life. In fact, it is so fake, I don't even think the people that made it thought they were fooling people. I think they made it thinking everybody will know it's AI and they'll all just giggle and laugh and enjoy it. Like, I don't even think the people who made it were being nefarious, even though they're right-wingers. I thought they just thought, oh, everybody will laugh at this because it's obviously silly. It's obviously goofy. It's obviously video of all time was real. You're not going to believe this. And of course, who's it going after? Tim Walz. So let's watch them.
This video?
I haven't. Please play it. I haven't seen it.
Please, Jamie, find that
Tim
video.
Walz
But this is weird.
That was a big mistake.
Oh, a huge
They
mistake.
should have picked Josh Shapiro.
Fucking
Okay.
This is these fucking geniuses. This is their political wisdom. Is pick the bullshit knockoff Obama clone that the base hates now. Yeah, pick the ultra Zionist fucking bullshit Obama clone who's copying Obama from fucking 2009. Pick him. Unbelievable.
Go full screen.
Is that really this
Yes?
him?
It's real. Yes, it is. No, it's real.
Oh, look, I can tell it's not real.
I love it. It's real.
It's not real.
It's got to be real.
It has to be real.
It has to be real.
Jamie,
come on, man.
Jamie's
Look
compromised.
at him dancing.
I mean, the
That is so real, Jamie.
By the way, if this was real, he might have won.
It's probably a real person. It might not be Tim Walz. The fuck Trump is AI generated.
No, he slaps his ass.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Okay, guys, this is the video. I'm going to show you a better version of it. You can see it better. This is what Rogan thought was real. Look at this. Look at this video. Rogan thought this was real. Rogan thought Tim Walz is going around a mall in a fuck Trump shirt, slapping his ass. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Tim Walz with titties in a fuck Trump shirt, dancing down an escalator, smacking his ass, gyrating. You have got to be fucking kidding me. And then when Jamie goes, it's not real. It's not real. Is he goes, yes, it is. It has to be. Yes, it is. It has to be.
No, it's real.
Oh, look, I can tell it's not real.
I love it. It's real.
It's not real.
It's got to be real.
It has to be real.
It has to be real.
Jamie,
come on, man.
Jamie's compromised.
Look at him dancing.
I mean,
that is so real, Jamie.
By the way, if this was real, he might have won.
It's probably a real person. It might not be Tim Walz. The fuck Trump is AI generated.
No, he slaps his ass.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Oh, it's definitely him. This is all 100% real, Jamie. You're a plant by the
Jamie's
government.
compromised.
This is like the equivalent of basing your entire political ideology off some meme that your fucking uncle, your racist uncle posted, right? Like Rogan is gone, bro. Rogan is gone. I don't know. He doesn't have many brain cells left. You thought that was real? You thought that was real. This motherfucker day and night lives on confirmation bias. He fucking snorts confirmation bias like it's cocaine. Oh, yeah, tell me Democrats suck more. Tell me fucking Democrats suck and MAGA's awesome. Yeah, Tim Walz is stupid. He's wearing a fuck Trump shirt. He's shaking his ass. He's slapping his ass. That's so hot. I mean, that's so silly. That's got to be real, bro. And now he's joking about it. Like, ha, 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 hee, hee. I have the world's #1 podcast and have millions of people who hang on my every word. Ha ha hee hee hee. I thought this dumb AI slot video was real because I hate Tim Walz. Tee hee hee hee. Oh my God. What this man has done to political discourse in this country is fucking unforgivable. This is literally like Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly tier shit. He's just the modern day Rush Limbaugh with his shitty fucking podcast. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I mean, that is hilarious.
Definitely am. This is all 100% real, Jamie. You're a plant by the
Jamie's
government.
compromised, and
like a goofball, right? Like, oh, shaking his ass and slapping his ass and dancing and fucking wearing a fuck Trump shirt. He really thought that was real. He really thought that was real. You know what that reminded me of? This is, and for those of you who say, oh, okay, we mess up sometimes, it happens. Like, okay, first of all, no. Falling for that video, you are sub 70 IQ. That's point number one. Point number two is, this is not the first time he did some shit like that. Remember this? I'm going to play this one for you, and you're going to remember that he has a fucking track record of being egregiously wrong about shit. Ready? Watch this.
Well, there's people that voted for Biden that are doing it now. They're like, what did I do?
Right.
Like, what did I choose? Like, how is this guy?
Yeah, you just can't listen to an interview where he's saying some of the stuff he says that just makes no sense at all. It's like you can't listen to those interviews and feel like you made a good decision. I don't know how
Did you hear what he said like yesterday or a couple of days ago? He was talking about the Revolutionary War. He's like, one of the reasons why we lost the Revolutionary War, one of the problems with the Revolutionary War was they didn't have enough airports.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I saw that. Like, what?
Like, pull him.
It's crazy.
If you had any other job and you were talking like that,
yeah,
they would go, hey, you're done.
If you talk like that to a doctor at your medical exam to fight, they'd be like, okay, like obviously they're not fighting. You would also, here's 8 weeks of being helped out by professional, like
you might not ever do anything again.
No, it's one of the wildest things ever.
It's insane.
Yeah,
and the media gaslighting you to protect. It's just people are so afraid of Trump being in office and Republicans being in office.
A few moments later, hanging out with the guy, I'm like, man.
Well, it's just the media narrative. I mean, so many people were fed this lie that the Russia collusion.
Yeah.
Was
this the video you're talking about?
Let me see what this one says. I don't think it is.
By the way, the same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
What?
Just for the record.
Is that fake?
It's not fake, but he was referencing Trump saying that. Here's what Trump saying it in 2019.
Oh.
Donald Trump said something about that. He didn't say Jesus. He said a stable genius, and that's where the transcription.
Let me hear what it says. What did he say?
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he fucked up.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like that's, you can tell too. It sounds like a little different. He's like, you can tell he like messed up his words, but yeah. He's I don't know.
Took over the airports.
Well, look at the double standard. When it's Trump, you could tell he fucked up. When he thought it was Biden, it was, hey man, you gotta go. You're unfit. You can't be in this office. You're done. It's over. You're cooked, bro. Wrap it up. Step down. Step aside. What is wrong with you? Leave. You're basically fucking the Mad King running this country. You thought there were fucking airports in the Revolutionary War? That's the mindset when it's Biden. When he finds out it's Trump, he fucked up. Yeah, he messed up his words. It's all right. Total hack. Total fucking hack. Zero media literacy. Fucking biggest podcast audience in the world. Zero media literacy. So what I want to impress upon all of you is very simple. Very simple. When talking about politicians, what matters first and foremost is policy. So don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for the bullshit of what are people saying about this person? What's like the scandal du jour about this person? No, go to the original source shit. What do they say their policy preferences are? And what's their record? What have they voted for? And when you do that, you're much more well-grounded and you're connected to reality where you know what this person actually stands for, what their career is actually about, what their goals actually are. And Rogan doesn't give a fuck about any of that. Rogan falls for every single bullshit, fake scandal, confirmation bias nonsense. And he's been doing this repeatedly in effort to bolster Republicans and make it seem like Democrats and wokesters are fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, we know. It's so fucking tired. Holy shit. Mark Maron ripped this apart 48 ways to Sunday. Elephant Graveyard ripped this apart 48 ways to Sunday. You're done. It's over. You peaked. You're fucking declining. This is embarrassing.
Well, okay. Kyle is correct on all that. And then he delivers his podcast, great deal of energy, and the opposite of what this podcast delivers. We have zero energy, but we have all the good ideas. And we borrow all the cool content. Okay. Well, we're trying for 30 for 30 videos in September. And I think this may be the 8th on the 10th day. So we're 2 behind, but we're going to catch up. Yeah. So it looks like a horrible NFL season so far. And that frees up a lot of Sundays. And the Orioles won a baseball game in Cal Ripken on Saturday against the Dodgers. Dodgers were pitching a no-hitter, getting 2 outs, I believe, in the 9th, bottom of the 9th. We're ahead 3-0. And from that moment, the Orioles behind 3-0, and they won 4-3. Not only did they break up the no-hitter, but they won the game. So there's still some cool baseball going on. And they also won on Sunday. Not sure what they did last night. Last couple of nights. Okay. Well, that's all for today. And we will say, see you at the next podcast where we will bring closer to 30 for 30 and way more energy. And we hope this new webcam is working. All right. As always, F MAGA. And we're going out on some music. Let's see if we can have some music. Yeah. All right. F MAGA. And have a good Wednesday.